Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. Well, since the US Federal Reserve's rate decision, the markets have remained relatively soft against the US dollar as it continues to rally on, now reaches a high of 112.80 near the 20-year highs. This in terms has seen the Australian dollar take out the level of 63.20 and now exposes the region of 61 figure 60 area. In light of the current pattern, I feel there is a little bit more downside to be explored and therefore could see the first challenge, which is seen at 62.50.60. A break there would give further scope towards 61, 60, 65 and reassess from there. The euro has also remained negative after the market plummeted further since the federal rate decision and therefore looks towards the region of 96.65 as a potential target and reassess from there. So let me just put that in. So 96.65 comes in roughly around where these bottoms were and also the engulfing candle. So let's see if the bulls do return. We've got the technicals also set up as negative with the MACD just confirming a bearish bias. And they're marrying up to the RSI, which supports the downside. The dollar yen still a little bit mixed. We're getting a couple of hanging men candlesticks. And the fact is that the price action has not exactly been that eye-catching. And more of a lackluster. And then for the looks at any upside test, may struggle beyond 148.25 and eventually keeping an eye on these technicals because they are slightly positive with the RSI breaking back through the midway point. More to the point, I feel it's a little bit mixed. So therefore, lack of momentum may again eventually turn the market back towards that 146 to 145.65.80. The market was weaker considering that the Bank of England hiked rates by 75 basis points. Nevertheless, since the break of 114.45, I am looking further to this downside objective, which could come in around 109.30.55. The weaker play is also supported by the technicals and a trend that's just coming through now with the ADX. So no doubt it may encourage a further bearish attack on the market as the dollar strengthens. The gold took a stab at the downside level of 1,621 and was respected and rebounded slightly where it's closed in New York at 1,629. Still got negative technicals, so I still feel there is potential towards this challenge of 1,621. And if we do see a break, that would expose the region of 1,515 to 1,565 area. And wrapping up with oil, the market failed to take the challenge further beyond 89.65.75 and therefore the market's backed away and now slightly in a weaker play. In light of the technicals, keep an eye on this RSI because it could actually confirm a further weaker sentiment into this today and therefore look towards the market of the lower region of 86.15.35. A break there gives further scope to $81 a barrel. Resistance still around 89.65.75. That wraps it for the morning. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report. And I hope you enjoy the great start to the day.